This is the top 10 guns for Call of Duty Mobile Season 9. And there are quite a few changes, just because they actually buffed and nerfed a significant amount of guns, which is exactly why the HVK comes in at the number 10 spot. It used to have 32 bullets per magazine, which they recently adjusted it to, and now they've reverted that back down to 28 again. In my opinion, this was actually a really good change that they orchestrated, because that thing was getting too good to handle. Similarly to this brand new game I've been playing known as Arena Breakout. I know what you're thinking, another sponsor, but listen, I actually grind this game that I am now dedicating my entire second channel to it. There's something about the strategy and tactics that keep me hooked. So if you're interested in it, make sure to go to the first link at the top of the description to go and subscribe to that channel, because this game is the best thing launched in 2023 for mobile. Just to prove it, here's an insane couple of clips.
Oh my god. What a snipe. Holy dude. That was insane. Oh my god. What was that?
Also, you can download using the link in the description as well. Not too dissimilar to the HVK, we have the Krieg coming in at that number 9 spot. It actually moved down slightly on the list, and both I and you guys already know, if you're longtime subscribers here, that it is just not up to par because of its iron sight. If you can afford to lose one of your attachments to put a red dot on it, then you're good to go. Or if you're pay to win and have the mythic, then this will be a top 5 weapon for you. However, 3 guns that just placed outside of the top 10 that are in the honorable mentions are the Razorback. Trust me, it's a fantastic SMG. Some of you guys still haven't given it a chance, so make sure to do so. Obviously, after you check out my AV channel. The Peacekeeper, for some reason, over the last couple of weeks, I've fallen in love with using it. And the Holger. Unfortunately, its ADS movement speed with the no stock was dramatically nerfed, which in my opinion means it should not be in the top 10 anymore. But if you're not a fast player, it is still an insanely good option. In at number 8, it's something that you guys should be fairly familiar with if you've been playing COD Mobile over the past couple of years, the M13. This has been in and out of the top 10 and even placed in the top 3 multiple seasons in a row, and with its recent buff, I think it's back to that top 10 status. The best part is, you don't need to have a mythic to make that iron sight do work, because the default one is just fine. However, I will say the mythic is busted. And for another round of honorable mentions, we have 3 snipers, the Koshka, DLQ, and SVD. All of these are superb. SVD was recently nerfed, so it's not in the top 10 anymore, but previously it was insane. And to be honest, it's still really good. Just only use it for search and destroy and not respawns. You'll do great. But the first actual sniper in on the list is the XPR. It's been number 7 here for quite a few seasons in a row, and I think it is thoroughly deserving of this because you can rush around with it, scope in just as fast as the Outlaw, and spam the bullets out of it. Speaking of spamming, honorable mention goes to the R9 shotgun, which we've seen a lot of players use in the COD Mobile World Championship Stage 4 for the North American region. I've said it before and I'll say it again, this thing is a sniper shotgun, but it's nowhere near as good at range kills as the Argus shotgun, which is another honorable mention on this list. Now, you need to be really accurate if you want to use this. With the Argus, you will experience many deaths if you miss or hit marker your first shot. But if you're accurate, it is sublime. On the complete other side of the spectrum, however, we have a spammer known as the Kilo. This has dropped significantly compared to last season, just simply because there are other options on the cards that are better in its class. Not saying that it's bad by any means, because it's still top 6 in the entire game, in my opinion. However, other things just edge it out. The last 2 SMG honorable mentions go to the COD and PDW. The COD has been a CBR alternative for quite many months now. However, the PDW has slowly risen up, and I believe if it gets one more buff after the one it just got, it could easily go into that top 10 status. However, number 5 is the Switchblade, and it's just better than at close range, which is exactly what a submachine gun is meant to do, in my opinion. Personally, I think it's the best close range automatic weapon in the game. But the UL is far more versatile, coming in at number 4, and you've even seen a lot of pros use it at champs with great success, such like Space, who I mentioned in the last top 10. Just edging it out in versatility and overall use cases, it's the LK24. In this new update, it got a tiny nerf to its ADS bullet spread. Not too much to where I think that it's actually bad. It's still insanely powerful, which is why it ranks so highly. The last honorable mention is going to go to the ASM-10, which got another buff, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is getting increased in value so much over the last 6 months just because the COD developers seem to want us to use it. You should definitely check it out. Number 2, we have a 2-way tie with the PP19 and the CBR, both of which have massive magazines. They're pretty much the better alternative to the PDW and COD. And well, the PP19 is just overall annoying to play against. You guys already know how powerful this is. The CBR, on the other hand, has been nerfed, but not significantly enough to smash it out of the top 2 position. But I actually like the PP19 better. However, the number one spot has to go to the weapon that was banned in COD Mobile Champs and still is today. It's the SKS. Still the king of everything in my opinion. And if you're good at the game and love grinding legendary rank, this is probably your go-to. Subscribe.